Good morning, boys. It's a hot one today, but we're still working. We got some cool shit going on, and I just purchased a new car. I kind of fucked up. I'll explain. I bought that hatch that I think I showed you guys. I hope I showed you guys, with all the Sylvia stuff. And then it was missing a bunch of stuff, so I was like, well, let me find another one. And I found another one in New Hampshire with an SR. Asked the dude to deliver it. Got it for a pretty good deal considering what SR prices are now. But I can't really get as much stuff out of it as I thought. So here's the two cars. There's the Champagne S13 Roach. This was a drift car. And I was thinking transplanting as much stuff from this as I can into this, but it doesn't really look like I'm gonna be able to get, like I said, too much out of it. It's got your typical backyard SR swap, purchased from JDM Engine Depot, and here it is. So blacktop SR, some bullshit piping and stuff, which I'm not gonna use, but I can get the booster, the master, the clutch master, the ABS delete, the wiper motor. I'm sure I have a bunch of that stuff for this, but it's not worth the risk to try to find out. I'm gonna try to take as little as I can from it because, like I said, I want to sell the roller. Somebody can make a great drift car out of this, thrash it, do whatever the fuck they want. But here it is, I got an SR. So the idea is I wanna paint this car KH3. I have a bunch of parts for this, make this a running, driving car. But the issue, oh God, is this. Somebody stripped it and smoothed it and, you know, did the fuckboy stuff to it. So now I'm missing a ton of stuff. Anyway, that's my 240 collection so far. I have one more, but you guys can't see that one yet. Let's make sure it's not, oh, it is in gear. Fuck. Fuck the battery. So because I deal with Japanese cars all the time, the new thing I like to do is forget to push the clutch in, and I did it with this car. Anyway, idle's pretty good. Not bad. I like that it's running. You know, you can go to those JDM import places and get motors that they guarantee, but you have to get home and find out they don't fucking run before you find out they don't run. Buying a car, you figure out it runs or doesn't pretty quickly. Came with a spare diff, came with a pig nose lip, came with some other bullshit. If anyone's interested in this shell, no drivetrain. I'll give one diff with it because I have two. I'll give the welded. The other one's a VLSD that's virgin and doesn't work anymore. I'm gonna keep that, but if you're interested, hit me up because I want to sell it. And I think I want to price the shell as is. I won't touch another single thing at 2,500 bucks. So take that for what it's worth. I mean, it's the market is crazy on these things right now, and I'm not gonna fucking sleep on that. And if I can recoup as much funds as I can from that, that's an idea. Because trust me, I paid triple what I'm asking for the shell. We just gotta make this thing great again. So as you can see from that, my dreams of owning a JDM junkyard are finally coming true. That's how I'm gonna put it, because I just want to own all the cars. So if you have a crashed GTST or 240, let me know. It's not top dollar paid. I'm not that guy. I'm the least that guy. I mean, sometimes if you have a really clean low mileage car I'm interested in, I'm that guy. Crash cars and shit, I'm just gonna get you out of the deal. I'm gonna ship it. I'm gonna handle all that. So if in your garage, in your driveway, you've had a crashed 240, Sylvia, 32, any of the cool cars that you see me fucking with, DM me, hit me up at tommyfyeah on Instagram, at tommyfyeah at gmail.com, etc. because I'm just gonna buy a bunch of crash cars. I like them. I like parting them out. We need hardware, and I think eventually I might be able to take all these cars and make a couple good ones. So I have a very strange trip planned. I'm going somewhere. I'm buying 2 vehicles. It's gonna be one of the dumbest things I've ever done, but if it works out, it should be one of the sickest. So stay tuned for that. Good afternoon from super sunny Knott, Connecticut. Stop the video right now, guess where I am. Don't look at that guy's plate. All right, you look at this plate. I'm in Texas. I've been planning this trip for 3 days, so not a long time, but I've been looking at this car for many, many weeks. So I hit this dude, he hit me up and he's like, hey, I got this car, would you buy it? And it's just so happens to be a very specifically optioned and set up car from the factory that I've wanted since day one. It's obviously a Skyline, and I'll show it to you when we get out, but I gotta tell you the thought process behind this. So a normal person would ship the car, or a normal person would fly out here and try to drive the car home, but I'm not a normal person. So I decided I was going to fly out here, pick up this car, then buy a shop truck. The shop needs a truck to like bring motors to the machine shop and just do things like that, and we're not gonna use my dually. So I decided to buy a shop truck that I could daily, the guys can use, whatever. Had to be a Nissan, there's your clue. So the idea is tow a Nissan back to Connecticut with another Nissan. Now that I'm here, I got in this thing, hasn't been driven in 3 years, the gas smells wretched, I changed the battery, and I'm driving an hour back south down to Austin because tomorrow I pick up the truck, but I shouldn't hold the wheel with this because I'm sure it was just shaky. Doesn't seem like the greatest idea anymore. I'm gonna get to Austin tonight, now in an hour. I'm gonna stay there. Tomorrow morning, I'll go to the dealer, I'll buy the truck. I've gotta pull the drive shaft out of this, go to U-Haul, grab a dolly, and we're dolly towing this car back with the new shop truck. Terrible idea, but I love buying trucks in Texas because they're fucking minty clean, and this car is very special and specific. So when we get to where we're going, I'll show you the car, and then tomorrow in this video, you'll see the truck, and then from there, it'll just be a really crazy, hopefully zero incident trip back to Connecticut. Cross your dicks for me, boys. Hold on. Oh yeah. Okay, boys, so here it is, the R32 GTST Type M in white. So this car, basically I've wanted this car since before I had the silver RB25 Neo 4-door, but I couldn't find a white one, and I settled for a silver one. Well, I found a white one. This one's pretty rad. It's pretty super clean. The biggest thing, the hardest thing, the rarest thing is the Type M skirts and spats on the 4-door. Pretty easy to find a 2-door with them, but the 4-door just is not common. It has a weird Nismo sticker there, and it has both fender badges, which I know it doesn't mean anything because it's not a Nismo or anything, but it's fucking rad to see. So this car's having weird charging problems, and like an idiot, I left the battery connected and now it's dead. So I don't know if I attempt to turn around and pop start it going down the hill in the parking garage, or I try to find a jump pack or something like that, but currently it is completely dead, sitting at the hotel, and that sucks because I have somewhere to be at 9 a.m. to get the new second vehicle. So pray for me. Anyway, here it is. I know you guys wanted to see it. I like to see it. I want to look at it, and put in the comments what I should do. Do I just copy and paste the old silver car setup into it? Do I change it up? The silver car was so good, but it's hard. It's hard to decide because I could put a 26 in this. I've got like infinite engines. I could put an SR in it. I could do whatever the fuck I want. I really am leaning towards the Neo, but I don't know. I've already done it. So put in the comments what I should do. I'm gonna figure out this battery situation, and then we're gonna go get vehicle number 2. All right, got a new Prius battery, some waters, and a toolkit. We're gonna swap this battery on this thing. So annoying. What a truth. Jesus Christ. This isn't good. This is the opposite of good. Why is it doing this? Come on. There she is. Running like a bag of dicks. Come on. Oh, come on. All right, let's see if she'll start this time. That is not it running. That is a massive air conditioning unit. Alternator light. Battery light's still on, but we're moving.
Proceed to the route.
I rev over this much, it goes away. We only have to make it 9 miles. There is vehicle number 2. I had to scoop a Nissan. So we got a 2012 Frontier, 2-wheel drive, manual, 6-cylinder, 4-liter. Ooh, let's see what happens here. Let's see if we can get a dent in my new truck. It's got a little damage on the front bumper. Oh my God, this is wild. They're both going for it. But manual, 2-wheel drive, 6-cylinder, 4-door crew cab. This is perfect shop rig. Needs an RB. I don't know. I don't love the charcoal interior, the gray interior, but they're pretty much all like that. I'll have to look and see if I can swap it out. But once again, shop truck. Perfect for bringing motors to the machine shop. Fit 4 dudes. Got to take the boomer guards off. 6 lug, needs some T's. But I mean, this thing is clean. This is sick. It's the only crew cab truck that I think looks good because they're stubby. Anyway, put in the comments what you guys think of the rig. Now, I have to go install a trailer hitch because it doesn't have one. So I bought one. I've got to install it somewhere in a parking lot in the Texas heat and then go get a dolly, load up the GTST and hit the streets. Oh, I'll show you the damage before. Hit something here. Good thing we have a paint shop. Such a base model. Crank windows. We're never going to have an issue with this thing. Somebody swapped in a head unit that I think has Bluetooth. I see this over here. Look at that. All right, boys, so after a whole ass day of fucking around, we've got the GTST on the Frontier. It's 101 degrees out, but this is the rig. Put in the comments what you think. Put in the comments if you think we're gonna have any issues. This is sick. We'll see how the Frontier does. I gotta tighten those chains up, and then I'm off for a 27-hour ride. Let's go. Here we go. First pull away. Oh, I left the e-brake on. All right, boys, it's happening. It's actually not that bad. Starting off's a little slow, but once you're moving, it's really not that bad. You could feel it, but I haven't tried to like panic brake or anything, and hopefully I don't have to. I was just concerned with like the gearing, because if the gearing's not good for towing and it's got like longer gears, and then you start towing and you start off in first, it just sucks. Anyway, I'm sweating balls. It's crazy. Texas is crazy. I don't know how people live out here. It's worse than Florida. Well, it's almost as bad as Florida. It's not worse. I heard Houston is like Florida, but with higher temperatures, which sucks. So right now, I've got 26 hours to get home. I think it's like 26 hours and 50 minutes, and I just left the dealership. So let's cross our dicks for no issues and hammer down. All right, so I'm somewhere in Texas, and there's a trailer in front of me that like looks like he hit an overpass. There's like metal pipes hanging off the side, and the whole canopy's thrashed. I'm gonna try to hold the camera steady so I can zoom in. Actually, I'm gonna drive right by him right now, because this is like fucking dangerous to drive by this thing, because these pipes, like the whole frame is just blown apart. Oh my God, this truck is so slow. Hold on. Look at this fucking thing. That fucking shit is gonna fly off and hit somebody's car. Jesus Christ. Anyway, I'm somewhere outside of, or near Texarkana, which I don't know where the fuck that is, but I'm in Texas still. I'm gonna try to drive till midnight. Tomorrow I'm gonna have 16 to 16 and a half hours, as long as I don't have traffic. And I'm gonna try to get home tomorrow night. Pray for me. I hope these guys pull over and fix their shitty trailers. Look at this thing. It's like it's made out of fucking tarps. 10 hours in, and I'm somewhere in Tennessee. So I called Grant. I don't know how to turn any lights on this thing. Let me see if I can figure it out. It doesn't even look like there is a fucking light. There's no light. We're talking about where I'm gonna end up. And he's like, oh, try this, you know, Jackson, Mississippi, or Jackson, Tennessee. It's the worst fucking city in the country. Actually, Memphis is, which I don't like Memphis. My goal, regardless if you're from that area, sorry, my goal is to make it to midnight, and then tomorrow I will still have 16 and a half hours to go, which is brutal, but I can get that done in one day. Pretty cakey. As of right now, I will tell you I have 1,296 miles to go in exactly 19 hours. This is about the distance from like HP Logic to home is where I'm at right now, which we have done in one day. Granted, we weren't towing, and it is a rough day. I'm gonna go another 2 hours, which will put me till midnight, which tomorrow I'll have 17. That's like LZ's to home. That's super doable. It sucks, but it's super doable. So anyway, pray for me, boys. As far as gas mileage is concerned, because I know that's gonna be the biggest question. I'm averaging 15.5 miles per gallon towing the dolly, which is not a trailer. This thing will probably get like 11 miles per gallon if I'm towing like a real trailer, but 15.5, I'm pretty happy with that. Good actual morning. 6 a.m. I've been driving. I stopped for a little bit. I've been driving since 4. I'm still not gonna get home till 10 o'clock tonight, but Frontier's doing great. I have not shut it off actually, which is weird because I slept in the truck for a couple hours and just left it running. So basically, I just shut it off at the gas station about 5 minutes ago, but it had been running a long fucking time. Just left at 1:30 yesterday, and it's now 6 a.m., 7 a.m. here, somewhere in Tennessee, outside of University of Tennessee, Martin, Jackson, Humboldt. Probably not gonna film another goddamn thing. Realistically, should end the video here, but you can't end the video in the middle of a road trip. So we're just gonna end the video when I roll up to the shop. This is brutal. And now I remember why I pay people to do this shit. I don't ever want to do this again. But I'll probably do it again soon. I'm still going, boys. It's late. I'm still on time. I'm on schedule. I roll into the shop around 11:15 tonight. Just got my last tank of gas and 213 miles to 13 gallons. So you can do that math. That was a good one. I had a really bad one somewhere. I don't know if you can see me. Somewhere in Virginia. I think I got like 13.8 is the worst I've gotten so far. So honestly, if you don't tow, that sounds terrible, but like my old van, I mean, even my dually gets 13 miles per gallon. Unfortunately, it's with a whole trailer, but my old van would get like 12 and a half to 13 towing the aluminum trailer with a car on it. So I think this thing's doing okay. I've been cruising at about 85 comfortably. Like I told you, the only thing that's sketchy is hitting the brakes. So we're doing okay. The load is good. The car is good. And I think I'm about 2 hours away. Yeah, I'm about less than 2 hours away from the shop. So super fucking excited. So that sucks. We had our casualty literally turning around the parking lot. I looked back and saw the bumper fly off, which means, well, which you can see it broke there on the corner. Drove fucking 1,800 miles without an issue. Pulling in the parking lot, snapped, flew off. Not stoked. Anyway, we'll pick this up tomorrow. Thing looks like a real piece of shit with no bumper on it, but it's home. It's safe and sound in Connecticut. And now to start the planning process on what the hell I'm actually gonna do with it, I'm gonna just keep buying up cars. That's my goal right now. Just keep buying, never stop buying. But I'm gonna end the video there. We got a lot of shit to do. I dropped off the trailer at the dolly at U-Haul, and now I get to daily my Frontier. Stoked on that. I got a 60-day temp, and this thing's sick. So I don't know. Hope you liked the video. I just did a couple cool things. We got a couple banger videos coming up soon. Stay tuned, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.